Today, though, I'm going to talk about like batching your content and how that's going to work for you because, like I said in my last video, you have to be willing to put in the work even on the days that you're not willing. You need to keep yourself accountable for what you're doing. Sorry, guys, but my hair. You've got to keep yourself accountable for what you want and what you're doing and kind of keep your eyesight on what you're needing in the end. Everybody's going to be different, okay? So please keep in mind that even on the days that you don't feel like doing this, you need to do it. You need to get up, make yourself accountable, get yourself a cup of coffee, put your big girl pants on, and get to it. So some days I don't feel like recording. Some days I don't feel like doing that, and that's totally okay. So we're going to batch our content. But one of the things that I have learned that has helped me tremendously is literally getting out a piece of paper or my iPad and writing down subjects that I want to make on YouTube. Things that I want to do as a short video on TikTok, things that I know I need to add to my store for products. Okay. When it comes to YouTube, let's start there. Okay. So we're going to start with YouTube. So if I'm going to batch content, my YouTube videos, I'm going to get out a piece of paper and I'm going to write down just little things that I'm going to talk about during my video so that I don't get off track, so that I don't forget what I need to talk about, so that I'm not sitting here twiddling my thumbs, trying to think of something to say, trying to keep the camera going and the time going and bore you guys with things. I don't want to do any of that. I want the camera going. I want the time going. I want to utilize the time because you've got no time to waste. I've got no time to waste. We need to get moving, right? So I write everything down. So if like today I wanted to talk about this or that, I'm going to write that down. I'm going to have it right next to me and I'm going to know that these are the subjects that I need to hit, the bullet points that I need to say, the things that you guys are going to need to know. Okay. So you want to do that. I work on my thumbnails. I think that's what they're called. Yeah. Anyways, in Canva, I work on those. I get those first, get those set up and going. Once I get those done and I have my notes done and everything, then I record. And I'm going to record. And then after I'm done recording, I will move on to my next video and do the exact same thing. You can make up to 3 or 4 videos in one day if you choose to, and then post them throughout the week or throughout, like if you're going on vacation, batch content your stuff before you go so that you can still be posting while you're going. People are coming back to your page because you are giving them useful information. They like you, they're connecting with you, they see who you are as a content creator. They want to know more about what's going on with you or whatever it is that you are teaching. So if you're going to take a break and you don't tell people, then they're just going to assume you kind of dropped off because a lot of people do that. They'll get going and they start posting things, they do all the things, and then they kind of drop off. I have done this. I used to be a Scentsy consultant in the training, would record my training, got on here. That's what this page used to be. And then I kind of dropped off because I stopped doing that. I am not going to be doing that anymore because of what I want. My sights on things have changed and what I want has changed and what I'm going to be doing and the things that I am learning has 100% changed. So just keep in mind batch content, everything, whether it's on YouTube or TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, whatever it is. What's nice with Instagram and Facebook is you can take your posts and create them and then have them post at a completely different time than you created them if you choose to do that, which is great. So just know that with your social media, to keep yourself up and going and accountable, you can always create all of your content that you need and have it ready to go, and it's already edited, it's already taken care of. All you got to do is hit that post button. It makes it super simple, easy for you, and you'll stay more on top of things. So when you get yourself all video ready for the day and you're ready to get all your stuff going, just batch content for that day. Get going, start to record, do all the things that you need to do to get your YouTube channel, your TikTok, whatever it might be, ready. If you are doing TikTok and you're doing shop TikToks, get all of your products laid out and what it is that you're going to be doing. Make sure that you already have your script ready for whatever product it is that you're going to be reviewing and have it ready to go so that you don't forget what you're supposed to say during your video. If you're doing like Facebook and Instagram, like I said, your posts, you can do your post, add your picture, your video, whatever it might be, and schedule it for later. It's really nice and it's a simple way to kind of just get your stuff out there without you having to overthink it. Yes, you're going to have to put in a couple of hours, especially depending on how many social media channels you are using. You are going to have to put in those hours for maybe a day or two, but that's okay because you know what? If you're not doing your 9 to 5, or even if you are doing your 9 to 5, but let's say you're not doing a 9 to 5, this is still your job and you got to hold yourself accountable. So you need to do it. If you are doing a 9 to 5, pick a Saturday or a Sunday that you can do it, or Friday night. If you're like me, on Friday nights, I was super excited to be done with work. I was happy to be going and just excited and elated to be done. I was already dressed up for the day because I had went to work. So coming home and being able to batch content was the best on Friday nights for me because I was already dressed. I was in a good mood. I was able to get my content going. However, if you were exhausted and you're just like, I can't because I got to cook dinner, I got to do this or that, then do it on Saturday or Sunday. Get up, clean your house, have your coffee, do whatever it is you need to do. Take that afternoon, batch content, and then you have your stuff for the week while you're at work and you can just hit post. Okay. I know this is not easy. And I know, especially if you are working, this is going to be one of the hardest things that you will probably be doing at this point in time because you're trying to build yourself, you're trying to get yourself out there on social media, but you're also still trying to provide for your family. And I get it. And it is hard. And I'm not even going to pretend like it's not. However, if this is something that you want and something that you know you can do and that you're going to stick with, then these are little tips and tricks to kind of help you through your day, to help you get through it. Okay. So we talked about batch contenting and like what I do. So I use Canva. I do pay for Canva Pro. I do, sorry, my phone is, so I have a video uploading on my phone and it is stuck. So I just had to redo it. Anyways, back to what I was saying. I digress. Again, I do that a lot here, guys, but welcome to the hot mess that is me. Um, you want to write everything down. If you are like in the middle of work and an idea comes to you that you want to post about, write it down, put it in your notes in your phone, do something so that you can remember later on what it is that you wanted to make that video about. It'll be the weirdest thing. I will be grocery shopping and an idea will come to me and I'm like, okay, yeah, I need to do that when I get home, or I need to write this down when I get home. No, I will get home and I'm like, what was that idea? I forgot it. It's like walking into the other room and going, why did I walk into this room? Write it down, put it in your notes, text it to your best friend, do whatever it is you need to do so you do not forget what that video idea is. A lot of times you're going to have these come to you when you're super busy, you're doing something else. So just quickly put it somewhere so you don't forget it. Okay. Once you have your idea, write down your bullet points, write down your script if you need to. Have it wrote down, put it next to you so that you can kind of glance over at it and be like, oh, right, that's what I wanted to say. Oh, right, I needed to make sure I touch point on this. Whatever it is that you need to do. So, like I said, I am new to YouTube. I'm not even going to pretend like I'm not, guys. I've been doing TikTok since October, so clearly new to that too. Facebook, not new to that one. Facebook, I know in and out. I used to do lives on Facebook. I don't do lives on Facebook anymore. I do lives on TikTok. I get more of a push out on TikTok than I do on there. Instagram is another one that kicks off so well for everybody. It's not kicking off well for me, as you heard from my last video, but just know that it can still kick off really good for anybody that knows how to use Instagram. So Instagram is one that I need to work on, one that I need to figure out. And then once I figure out that beast, I think I can work that one. But just work every social media that you can, but don't overwhelm yourself. So if doing Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and TikTok plus YouTube is too much for you, don't do it. Start with one, maybe two, and start with those ones. I can say when you post on Instagram, you can link your Facebook. So if you link your Facebook and your Instagram together, when you post on one, it goes to the other, which does make it easy. So you're posting on two, but only having to do it once. That is quite easy. As a seller for Shopify, you can connect your Shopify to your TikTok, meaning that me as a seller, if I put a product up on my Shopify, it's immediately going to go over to TikTok and connect there. So just know that you can connect your stores too. So there's little tips and tricks out there that can help you when you are doing your content and you're trying to make things run smoother for yourself and a little bit easier. That can do it. So just keep this in mind when you are doing things, that it can be pretty easy. One of my favorite things that I like to do is TikTok. TikTok is something that you're going to hear me talk a lot about with my business, because TikTok has a lot of people on it, and a lot of the people there are supportive, just like they are here on YouTube. YouTube and TikTok are my two main sources that I absolutely love, that I use on a daily basis, but it has so much information that you guys should be using it to look up everything. You want to know how to screen record? Look it up on YouTube or TikTok. You want to know what's the best lighting? YouTube or TikTok. Look it all up. Look anything and everything you can think up on YouTube and TikTok, because you're going to get an answer from somebody. And then once you get that answer and you're like, okay, hey, I figured out this and I know somebody else needs to figure it out. Just like I told you guys, like I am on my iMac and I'm using Zoom to record this because I don't have a camera to do this right now. So I had to figure out a way that I could record this that's not on my phone, that is a long video, and that I can also be able to go in and edit. This is how I have to do it right now. I can't afford to go buy a camera to be able to use. I can't buy a microphone like I would like to. I can't be all professional on YouTube right now like I would love to, but we got to start where we're at. So don't think just because you don't have all this professional equipment and you don't look like this professional YouTuber or TikToker, start where you can. Just start. Just do the things, because eventually you'll get there. Eventually you'll be able to do those things or purchase those things. But right now, start with what you got. Use what you have. Because if you don't start now and if you just kind of wait around till you have the things, you're never going to start, or it's going to take you forever to start. If I wait until I can afford a camera, who knows? Who knows when I'd be doing this, okay? Do not worry about what people are thinking and or saying. I know this is another thing that a lot of people worry about. Who cares? I'm sorry, but if you're that worried about it, block them from your TikTok. Take it off, block them. You can block people that you know in real life. If you don't want them on your TikTok, block them. Just make sure, I'm not sure how to do this on YouTube. So if you're on YouTube, I guarantee they're probably not going to come across your YouTube video. I guess I can't guarantee that, but 9 times out of 10, they're probably not. But even so, guys, what does it matter? Why does it matter what other people think about you? I don't worry about anybody finding these videos and thinking, no, I don't like it. I don't care. I don't care. They're not paying my bills. They're not the ones that are trying to do this. And if they can't root me on and they can't be in my corner, they're not my people, and I don't care about them anyways. Like, they're a waste of space. Like, no, thank you. Okay. So don't think about what other people are going to say, what they're thinking, because they don't care. They do not care what you're doing on social media. They don't care what's being done on your end. I promise you. But I can tell you, on TikTok, you will find the most supportive people on there that will help you through your journey. And I can tell you right now, I block almost everybody I know in real life on my main TikTok. I can tell you that right now, because it does seem weird. So if it seems weird to you, you don't like it, it's not that I'm worried about what they're thinking. It's just, it throws me off when somebody I personally know, that I know, I'm like, I don't know that they're here to support me, or if they're here to like judge me, I block them. If I know they're there to support me, like if my sister or some of my really good friends and stuff, come into my lives and stuff, they're on my TikTok because I know they're there to support me. I know they're in my corner. I know that I can be on TikTok live and they're going to come in and they're going to say hi and they're going to interact with me and they're going to help me. They order from me, from my business. So the other thing I want to touch base on too today, these are just like tips and tricks kind of to help you. Sorry, my eyes are like sticking. Anyways, do not let your family, your friends, acquaintances, anything like that try and bait and barter barter with you on your prices is what I'm trying to say. Hopefully I can edit that out. We're going to find out. If not, you're going to get the real raw me. Anyways, barter with your prices, okay? I sell tumblers. My tumblers are $25. Is what it is. Either you pay the $25 for my tumblers or you don't get my tumblers. It costs me money to buy these. It costs me my time to do them. Like, do not think, oh, well, my brother, my sister, my best friend, this acquaintance from the library wants me to give them a discount because they know me. No, you're not going to walk into Walmart because your daughter's working at the register and say, oh, give me a discount. You're not going to go in there and barter with Walmart and say, give me a cheaper deal on this barbecue grill because I shop here all the time. It's not going to happen. They're not going to. Their prices are their prices. If they go on sale, they go on sale. If they don't, they don't. So just make sure you are not selling yourself short in any sort of way when it comes to that. That you guys are sticking with your prices. That is one of the hard things I've had to learn because I've had a few people that are like, oh, well, if I buy 3 of these, can you give me a discount on those? No, not doing it. No more. No. If you want to buy 5 tumblers from me, that's fine, but you're going to pay the full price for the 5 tumblers. If you want to buy keychains from me and you're going to buy 10 of them, okay, but you're going to pay the full price for the 10. Now, if I'm running a sale and I'm saying, okay, 3 of my wax bars, you buy them for $5 a piece, you get the 4th one free, that's different. Okay, so just keep that in mind as you guys are running your businesses. Do not give out discounts unless it's a discount for everybody. Okay. Anyways, guys, I hope these tips and tricks kind of help you along the way. For you being a content creator, a small business owner. If you guys want more videos of what I'm going to be bringing, please hit that subscribe button. Put something down in the comments that you would like to see. I do create products and I sell them at farmers market across the social media accounts, and this is what I've been doing. If you've seen any of my videos, then you know that I'm new to this and I'm learning and I'm sharing it all with you guys. I'm being real and raw and putting it out there. So thanks for watching.